Hey, welcome to Old Ass Movie Reviews, where today we do a new ass movie, Godzilla Minus One. Wow. Yeah, no spoilers on this, folks. If you're a fan of giant monster movies, kaiju films, you've got to check this one out. This one, man, it checked all the boxes. If anybody would have flipped a camera on me while I was watching it, I was grinning ear to ear the whole time when I wasn't crying about something emotional happening on the screen.
Oh my God. Yeah. If you like kaiju movies, if you like monster movies, you like Godzilla specifically, in my opinion, this is how you make a Godzilla movie.
Fuck
Put the last three American Godzilla movies, as much as I like the first two, they put the last three to shame.
Mm-hmm.
And I really liked the second Godzilla with all the monster fights.
Yeah, King of the Monsters, yeah.
Yeah, this one just puts you in a place watching it that there's circumstances, there's
one of the
price to be paid
to
have Godzilla in your city. And it works. So it's actually, I would actually say it's scary. They made Godzilla scary.
They did. I saw somebody sum this up online, and I can't credit the person because I didn't. This is all from memory, and I'm gonna butcher it. But they talk about the main character and Godzilla as this character's demons that he has to deal with throughout the entire movie. This whole movie is a metaphor. It's an allegory. It has got a very strong message in it about redemption and forgiveness, and it's a very touching movie. I was shocked at what I got. I got a very good period piece drama with a giant monster right in the middle of it. It was like, wow, it was really cool, dude. I loved it.
This, right before we went to see it, I was watching something on TV on Clownfish on YouTube, and one of them had mentioned, don't remember whether it was Neo or Geeky Sparkles, mentioned that there are tearjerker moments in this, and I was like, tearjerker moments? And the guy was like, yeah, there's moments in this where you're welling up, and I was like, wow, wasn't expecting that. Went there, and I was like, how bad could this be? Within the first few minutes, you're starting.
Dude, what an opener!
Yes. But I don't want to give it too much away. If you're a guy and you're like me, that if some acting is really good or there's a sad moment and you do kind of well up in a movie, just be prepared. And if you're a woman that wells up and cries at movies, be prepared. Yeah. There's some really good touching. This is the only Godzilla, I think I texted you, this is the only Godzilla movie that ever made me care about the humans.
Yeah.
I never gave a crap.
I've seen a lot of people say that as I'm reading today. Yes.
Yeah, I never cared about any humans in any Godzilla movie. Didn't show me Godzilla. But this was like, oh my God, what's going on with these people? And everything, like you said, kind of correlates.
It's a very interesting tale. I love seeing foreign films to get a glimpse into things that we don't. And things are done a different way, whether it be a Korean film or a Japanese film. They tend to have a certain style, just like the American films. And, watching this, I was like, bring more foreign films to the U.S., please. We need more stuff like this. Yes.
Yeah. For anybody that's out there, this is not a dubbed film. This is subtitles.
Thank God.
You will not get lost. Yeah. I don't know how any American or anybody is going to dub this. I honestly don't. That's how good this acting is.
That's why those movies look so bad. That's why I feel that a lot of people think those movies are bad we grew up with, is because they're dubbed and the actors didn't give a shit or didn't do, and they just didn't fit. And it always felt so cheesy and everything. And it's like, when you get to see an actor in their native tongue giving their performance, it's if you can't, as the director of Parasite said, if you can't get over a 1-inch wall of text, then you're missing out on a lot of films.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's well said at that. This is a good movie. I'm glad it's not dubbed. I really am. And you don't notice. It's like watching a Kurosawa film.
Yeah.
You're reading it, but the action's going on. And even if you're not reading, you know what's going on.
It becomes subconscious to me, at least.
Questions. There's something that clicks in your brain where you just
for me.
The acting is so good. This was $15 million budget. The Marvels
allegedly, yes.
The last movie that came out was over 230 million.
Mm-hmm.
The one before that, The Flash, was like 300 million.
I know, it's insane.
There was another loser movie that was like another 300 million dollars. They all lost money because they don't tell a good story. They didn't have good writers. They didn't have good actors.
All they had was money.
The last Indiana Jones movie, Dial of Stupidity, fell apart.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yes, I'm not going to. No, you can't.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know. I will watch it. I'll let you know. But back to the giant destroyer.
What I'm saying is this movie made $15 million. They made their money back in the first 2 days in Japan. They said it was the biggest Godzilla movie in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And then they released it in America, and they didn't really.
And it's the biggest foreign release over here. So
I guess Toho didn't realize how big or popular anything was, and they made their money back again, like in the first day or 2 days.
Yeah,
they were like, "Let's leave that bugger burning in America for a little while."
Yeah, I just saw they've expanded to more theaters and everything. So I was fortunate enough to. Yeah, to catch it.
2,400 or 3,400 theaters. Yeah. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I just wanted to compare those movies, like the big American budget. Oh, we got money. Yeah, but I agree. You have terrible stories. We have a little bit of money, but a really good story.
And that's
what I want to see.
That's what did it. That's what did it. I will say this from the cinematography, which made me feel like I was watching something right out of the 60s. The grain they used, every trick they pulled in this to hide the CGI was amazing, dude. And I've had my own little monsters. Godzilla right there. And hello. So it really brought me the cinematography, the casting, all the actors were well chosen. It was an emotional piece. It really made you feel something. And
oh my God. Yeah.
And with just seeing the progression of how Godzilla is at the beginning of the movie, by the time we get to the end.
Yeah.
When he went into Ginza, my jaw was on the theater floor. It's like, oh my God, that was insane, dude.
That was crazy.
Great movie.
Here's the thing about this movie. They show, they don't tell. So even if you missed a subtitle, if you're watching the film part, you didn't, you're just not paying attention to read, they're showing you what's happening. You do not lose track of anything in this movie. Go ahead.
You know what else? What other movie did that? That was Prey. The Predator movie. And at the time I had said, I didn't even need subtitles. They could have kept talking in their language and I still understood everything that was going on the screen. That's the same here.
Yeah.
Yes.
There is the main protagonist is, boy, you feel sorry for that guy right off the bat.
When you find out.
Well, yeah. So I don't want to ruin anything because I don't want to say too much. The protagonist and everybody he meets helps him in his journey. Godzilla is it's just a creature walking around.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's just a creature walking around doing what animals do, and things are in its way. Is basically what I got out of this. There's nothing. There's no evil intent. There's nothing like I'm going to conquer the world because I'm Godzilla. It's
I'm
just
just
like,
going to do my thing.
this is the route that I've taken for the last 20 billion years. I'm going to keep walking, or whatever the case. Deers have their path through the woods, and then they build a house there. People are like, "Oh, there's deer in my yard." Well, dipshit,
No
you built
shit.
your house right in the middle of where they walk all the time. Tough shit.
Exactly.
But yeah, this is a good movie. I don't want to talk too much about it because, I love this movie. I love this movie. My absolute, out of all the Godzilla movies from 1954 all the way to now, this is my favorite Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
This is the movie that if anybody comes out with another Godzilla movie, they got to beat this movie.
They do. They do.
The American
this did
movie
something,
out,
man.
The Godzilla King Kong tag team wrestling match that's coming out from America. I'll probably go see that at the theater.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm there.
Cool, but it's not going to be this. It's not going to be this movie at all.
And this I got to talk about this in a world full of multiverses.
Yeah.
This to me is so weird that it works. Because you have Toho, you have legacy films that are going on, and with the TV show right now and the movies, so you have their universe, and there's these other universes for Godzilla that are out in the open, and nobody cares. Nobody's having a fit, and it's wonderful. It's like, hey, you want to make a Godzilla? Do it. It's awesome.
And nobody tries to put them all together to make them make sense. And then that destroying all the stories. Just tell a Godzilla story.
That's it.
Just tell a Godzilla story. You'll be fine. And this one is very reminiscent in a lot of ways of the original 1954 movie, but it's not that. But you'll feel that connection. You know what I mean? Have you ever seen the original one?
The original which one?
The original Godzilla movie in 54.
Yes, I'm sure I have. I've seen so many of them, but I was very little, and I'm not such a huge fan, but I'm getting there. I don't collect. I love the character. I love the movies. It just I couldn't tell you the titles of anything or half of the characters. So I dig big monster movies. Yeah.
If you get a chance, if anybody's out there that's watching this gets a chance, watch the movie. Watch the original Godzilla movie also, because that's Toho's first Godzilla, and it's very reminiscent for me. It's not the exact same thing. This movie blows that one out of the water for a whole lot of other reasons.
Oh yeah,
but it's a good movie. But this one, this is it. This is go see it. Just go see it.
Go see. Go see.
Spoilers.
I agree.
I'm not going to give any spoilers.
No.
We'll do a better review in the beginning of the year if anybody's interested. So we do give spoilers because me and Scott are going to probably see this movie at least twice.
Just pay attention to the end of the movie that there is no end credit thing, or is there? Yeah.
So no. I think right before the credits start rolling, there's what would be an end credit. That's just stick around. Don't get up and leave just as the lights start coming on, or just let the credits roll. There's nothing after the credits, I don't think.
No, I didn't. Well, I don't know, but anyway, go see it. You'll love it.
I couldn't read the credits.
Yeah, I couldn't either. Anyway,
read the credits, so I left.
Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe, and we will catch you when we come back with something else.
Cheers.